This last look was flexing so hard, man. I had to pull out some shades, bro. Last look was so cold. I had to button up my little vest. You know, I was getting a little chilly just standing next to it. Bro, crazy, huh?
From Hollywood to Soho, we be wearing polo. Knockoffs is a no-no, that's just how it go though. You got it for the low-low, it's probably US Polo, or Beverly Hills Polo. All of that is so-so, interlocks and chevrons, Cruise Navy and Lemon, Ralph Lauren, Wearon. I'm buying what you sellin', Maui Pink and Melon. Tell them about that rustic.
Greetings, and welcome to another edition of Seamless Style, powered by Politics and Polaroids. I'm your host, Mr. Parker. Episode 124, 124, 4 as in 4 horsemen. So what I wanted to do for this episode was I wanted to explore, go down the rabbit hole a little bit with the workwear look, okay? Heavy RRL influence. Now, when I say heavy RRL influence, I'm talking about the looks, okay? I'm not necessarily talking about the pieces. I am by no means a RRL collector. I do have a few pieces. I really only know 4 RRL collectors, all right? And 3 of them are overseas. Now, I'm sure there's more. I'm sure there's more than 4, obviously. But I only know 4. And my guy Dean, he is a heavy hitter when it comes to RRL. That's his genre of choice, all right? And it's been like that for quite some time. And he has the workwear, he has the suits, he has the hats, he has he is heavy into the RRL culture. All right. He lives he works in the city. He works in NYC. And anytime I've come up, that's my guy. So anytime I've come up to visit and stay with him, we have made, you know, maybe I was in town for 4 days, 3 days, 4 days, and we made multiple trips to RRL West Broadway. That's his drug of choice. Williamsburg, yes, obviously he, you know, it doesn't matter, but West Broadway is his drug of choice. And if you're old enough to remember the show Cheers, it's kind of like that when he walks into RRL West Broadway, you know, as opposed to them saying Norm. They're like, ding, because yes, he has broken more than his fair share of loaves of bread in that store. Ali Congress is another guy. Ali Congress lives, he's an Englander. He's British. He's a native Union Jack. And he, not only is he heavy in the RRL collecting and the culture, he works outdoors, and he actually, like, he works in his pieces. He works in his pieces. And him and Dean, just in particular when it comes to RRL, man, their knowledge and level of layering is just, it's immaculate, man. It's immaculate. Like, the things that they are able to do, the vision that they have, when they see the pieces and cop the pieces and then put them together, man, I'm telling you, it's art. It is art. It is art. It is art at its finest. Those two, when it comes to RRL, and when it comes to just, you know, style, regardless, they are artists for real. Like, you go to their pages, man, check them out, because I'm telling you, them 2 cats, serious. The Rake issue with Ralph on the cover from a few years ago. Mark Large was featured in that issue as far as the Ralph Lauren portion of the issue. And his collection is mean. It's massive. And he has a look. He has a look that is unrivaled. From the mustache and the way the facial hair is, to the tattoos, his size. Yeah, Mark is a double RL. He's a double RL genius as well. I'd call all three of them icons, to be honest. I'd call all three of them icons. Because we keep it a buck here. The only thing I'm not a fan of is the classic oversized look that Mark likes to do. And I understand that's it's part of double RL, don't get me wrong, but it's also heavy in certain sections of British culture when it comes to styling. And you know, let's be honest, a lot of Ralph Lauren comes from British culture. So I'm not mad at it. It's just not something I prefer for me. Well, Mark makes it work. It's his thing and it works. Pythagore. He used to work for double RL. I think Chelsea, if I'm not mistaken. Williamsburg, one of the two. Anyway. Beast and look, dark skin, about my complexion, not a 5 o'clock shadow, more like a 5:45 shadow. So he has a beard, but it's the unconstructed beard, and it works for him. It works with the looks that he pulls off. His hat game is supremely strong, unrivaled, may I say. And his skill for layering is amazing, crazy. Theo Logan. Man, Theo Logan be putting together some looks. He puts together one thing I love about Theo, as far as his looks, is they fit his aesthetic, because he has that culture, that hip hop culture. You could tell he comes from the hip hop culture, but his looks aren't forced. It's natural. You can tell it flows. It comes effortlessly to him. And I love that when you can still be relevant in this culture and not only embrace another culture, but mesh them together, and it's smooth and effortless, and it doesn't look forced. When it looks forced, man, we can tell. I can tell. You know, I got an eye for it. I can tell when it's forced. Theo, man, it's effortless. And then there's the other Theo, my boy Theo. I wouldn't say he's a collector of double RL. He's more of a, if he was a collector of any subgenre, it would be Purple Label. But Theo is like me in the sense of, man, if it's Ralph and it's dope, I'm a cop. But he has quite a few double RL pieces too. And when he does go that route, it's official with him as well. But you know, to me, if I had to say the top double RL collectors that I know, it would be Dean and Ollie, man. They just, I mean, it's like I said, it's art. It's art. But what I want to do today, because I went off on a tangent, but it's cool. What I want to do today is I want to do double RL looks, all right? And we're going to use double RL pieces to feature as the feature in these looks, but we're going to incorporate them with Blue Label. We're going to incorporate them with Rugby if need be. We're going to incorporate them with Lauren if need be, so that you can see how to pull off a double RL look without having to put all of your money into all of these double RL pieces. Because as we know, the price point for double RL is what it is for several reasons. One, because the quality is there. Okay, let's be honest. The quality for double RL is there. All right. And it's warranted for a certain price point level. And then the other price point level is that is Ralph's baby. All right. That's Mr. Lawrence's baby. Sent Larson on his way. Sent him packing after only about 18 months because he was talking about discontinuing double RL. No, bro. They ain't doing that. Ralph said we ain't doing that. But I told y'all that story before. But yeah, double RL is his baby, man. His wife's name is in it. Ricky Ralph Lauren. Like, you think he getting rid of that? His ranch is the double RL ranch. You think he getting rid of the line? Oh, never. That said though, and I wish, and one day I'll be able to, you know, but I wish I had more of the financial budget to jump head first in the double RL, because I'd snatch up probably 90% of their cardigans, man, to be honest. I snatch up probably 90% of their cardigans, another 40-50% of their hats, the denim, like, but them cardigans, especially the belted ones, man, I'd snatch them things up left and right. As soon as I see it, blue, check out. 3 rigs plus my ensemble, all right? And my ensemble only has, it was going to have 2 double RL pieces, but I decided against the estate driving cap, so it really only has 1 double RL piece that I'm wearing. But it's a classic double RL look that's been put together. So we start with the boots here. Went with the Bufords. It was between the Bufords and the Dixons, and I just chose the Bufords because I hadn't worn them in a while, number one. And number two, I really wanted that chocolate brown boot. And the Dixon that I was going to wear is chocolate brown, but it's leather and suede, and I didn't want the combination. I wanted more of a suede look. All right. The diamond quilted is what made me have to think about it, because I really seriously only rock these boots with a blue diamond quilted, either car coat or outerwear vest. I really only rock them with that. But today we venturing off a little bit. But the Bufords with the blue diamond quilted, still looking for the snuff Bufords with the olive diamond quilted. So if you see them in a size 13 anywhere, let me know. Did a pair of Oxford socks with that outdoor work type of weight to them. Slim fit cargos with the slimmer pocket, so more of a dressier cargo. In the Gurkha, I did the double RL flannel, all right, with the heavy teal influence with a little bit of black, a little bit of cream, a little bit of gray, and a little bit of gold trimming. Mother of pearl buttons, great Western form, Western workwear shirt. Put that over a hemp herringbone spread collared sports shirt. Did my one of my finds that I keep hidden in the tuck. I only break it out when I'm really just trying to kind of show off, and that's my barleycorn tweed tie, polo blue label, as is the undershirt. Okay, and then this is a jean jacket that I had the sleeves professionally removed to turn it into a trucker vest, and this is polo blue label. Quick backstory on this flannel shirt by Double RL, and I may have told the story before, but it was I was still working at the factory store, and somehow or another I made my way up to the main store. I was one of the managers at Big and Tall, and I made my way to the main store just on some casual, and it got to a point where I wasn't going up there because of the toxic culture that was going through the management up there. So it got to the point where when I came to work, I was just going straight to Big and Tall, working my shift, and then going home and spending as little time as possible as I could in that store, right? Went up there and was just kind of looking around, chatting or whatever. And I saw somebody putting this back on the clearance rack, and I was like, so I'm thinking, because it was a customer, I'm thinking, oh, okay, just putting it anywhere, huh? Because it's closest to the register. I went and grabbed it, and sure enough, it was on clearance. And I think it was maybe 69 bucks, maybe 69 bucks on clearance. So with my employee discount for clearance at work, yeah, nah, I went in and copped that right then. Right then, I saw the mother pearl buttons on here. The fact it was double RL, so it really wasn't even supposed to be in that store. That store is a medium-sized store. I don't know how that shirt ended up there. Probably was a return or something. But long story less long, I copped. All right. Anywho, 3 rigs for you. All right. Without any further ado, y'all ready? Me too. Now let's go. First up the bat, and oldie but goodie. Y'all seen this combo before, right? It's cool. It's no problem. You know, there's nothing out there that says, you know, oh, we don't wear nothing twice. Like, we're realistic. We're grown men, sir, ma'am. Like, so yeah, you're gonna see some stuff twice, and I think you've seen this one fairly recently, but. You know, when we talking about what we talking about here today on 124, like this is one of them ones. And you know, what not only from my closet, but you know, anybody else that appreciates the look that Double RL created or Double RL excels at, then this is part of it. This is one of those ones. All right, and we talking about indigo denim. All right. Great 2-piece ensemble here. Great 2-piece ensemble. And there's so much you can do with this. There's so much you can do with these 2 pieces that, you know, whether it's the actual Double RL working man look, you can take it to other levels. You can, you know, go with just the sports coat, the suit jacket, or go with just the waistcoat, or you know, even with a combination of both, you can switch it up to where this look looks completely different and looks nothing like a Double RL look. That's the beauty of indigo, all right? But outside of the Bufords that I'm wearing, all 3 rigs, I did not pull any footwear out for one reason, because it's all boots. It's all boots. Now, there is one look that I say that, you know, if you did do a pair of wingtips or something, like a pair of dress shoes, it would be fine. But 85-95% of the time, these 3 rigs, boots, bro, boots. You know what I mean? And it's several options of boots. There's Chuckers involved. There's Chelsea's involved. There's Brogue boots involved. There's even bean boots or you know, outdoor duck boot styles that you could pull off with all of these looks. So I said, I'm not gonna sit here and go through all that. Just know, boots. All right. Let's start at the top with this one though. The tippy top. We got to talk about this Baker, man. Double RL, indigo, just a beautiful hue of indigo, man. Look at the textures. You know what I mean? That's what I've been kind of doing lately with my Insta stories, man, is I just been looking at textures and just posting pictures, you know, just posting pictures of just different textures of things, man. The way stuff feels in your hand, the way it looks when you wear it, man. That's what I'm talking about when I talk about the artistry of this thing we do. You know what I mean? The art that's involved in style, the art that is Double RL, right? But yeah, nice baker's cap, tam style, Double RL. All right. The shirt is Polo Blue Label. It has a beautiful, beautiful little small, very subtle asymmetric pattern all over the shirt. I'm sure you can see it on the close-up. Spread collar works well with this tie. This tie has a similar asymmetric just pattern all over it. It just fits that subdued double RL workman, everyday man style, right? And then, of course, the piece de resistances, which is the Indigo 2-piece. You know, I threw the Elgin pocket watch on for the waistcoat, but just look at the hues, man. Just look at the hues, and it's a light. These are, I would say, they're close to lightweight, but you can't get but so lightweight with Indigo, so it's more of a medium weight if you're going pound for pound. But man, just beautiful pieces. Now I paired it with the olive slim fit cargo pants. Now these have more of a military / workwear look to them than the cargos, like for instance that I'm wearing. The slanted kangaroo pockets that zip close. The pockets are still flat on the body, so it's not that bulky looking cargo, but it's definitely more of a utilitarian or even military inspired cargos. And finish this look off again, man, like I said, with a pair of brown boots. Out of my collection, I probably would do those Nixons, and I probably do the Nixons in a snuff. I wouldn't do my brown leather and suede Nixons. I do my all snuffs. That would be something that would just end this look and make it just a perfect pairing, a perfect double RL inspired vibe. Well, y'all let me do it again. It's always y'all's fault. I hope y'all know that. It's never my fault. It's your fault. All right. Fragrance of the ensembles. It was a no-brainer, but it was only a no-brainer because of what I don't have. Man, I'm trash right now when it comes to fragrances, in my opinion. I'm trash right now. For me, Supreme Oud would be the top dog as far as fragrances of the ensemble for episode 124. All right. And 1A would be Double Black. All right. Definitely. I'm out of both. Trash, bro. I'm trash. But fortunately, I have one of the other 3 Supremes. I have Supreme Leather on deck, and Supreme Leather works for this ensemble. It works for this episode. Supreme Leather it's just a manly scent. It's a manly scent. It's supreme. You know, if they would have named this Supreme Manly, it wouldn't have been a problem. Nobody would have blinked their eye, because this scent is unmistakable. All right. It's definitely unforgettable. The ladies will tell you that. But Supreme Leather just works. It works for the working man, and that's what workwear is all about. You know, that get out there and get your hands dirty to accomplish a goal type of work. This works for the all ensembles that's in this episode. All right. So yeah, Supreme Leather. That's the fragrance of the ensemble. All right. Back to the show. This look is dope. This is just one of them looks. This is one of them looks that when you wear this out, yeah, you're gonna start some shit with this look. You're gonna start some shit with this look, because the look is honestly, it's very simplistic, but it's supremely double RL. For me, in my mind, and you know, Dean, Ali, Theo, anybody that's watching that's a true double RL collector, correct me if I'm off on this thinking. But in my mind, this is the double RL guy in his weekend mode. This is double RL weekend. You know, during the week, like in Ollie's case, you working outside, you working with your hands. All right. In Dean's case, you in the city Monday through Friday, you know, on the trains, dealing with the hustle and bustle of the financial district. Right. This is the weekend look. This is a weekend look. I'm going out, whether I'm going out with the fellas or if I'm going out with my lady. I'm going out on a Saturday or on a Sunday, and I'm gonna be out all day. And it's November. You know what I mean? It's you know, for New York, it should be already cold, but it's not brick yet in New York. It's not that, boy, this cold is different. New York cold yet, which, you know, that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother platform. But, you know, that's global warming, man. It's a sign of the times. But I digest. This is double RL weekend in my mind. All right. Because again, simplistic, but look at it, yo. This is fantastic. This is fantastic. And the shoes will complete the look. There's a pair of boots. There's a pair of boots. I'm going to talk about them at the end, but there's a pair of boots that I got coming through for the Curtis. All right. I got coming through for the Curtis that right here. Yeah. Yeah. All right. But let's start at the top, man. So I took the Polo Blue Label ascot and just kind of tied it around the neck like a just like a regular scarf. Just tied it around the neck like a scarf, not necessarily the full ascot or cravat vibe, but you know, that same type of look, you know. But you know, we talking workwear ready or weekend ready. You know, if you gotta, you know, if you gotta take that off and use it, you will. It is what it is, because you're a real man. You're a regular man. You know, you're a hardworking, everyday man. All right. Took a Polo Blue Label flannel shirt. Polo Blue Label flannel shirt with some nice colors in it. Fall vibe, you know, a little bit of slate blue, a little bit of subdued. I call it maybe fall pink. You know, not too more heavy on the red shade in the pink than it is actual pink, but it works, especially with the crew neck sweatshirt. All right. V insert, so you know that's quality. This got a nice weight to it too. Feels great. The texture feels great in your hand. But what made me buy this sweatshirt was I loved how the distressed Dipset Eagle was on this double RL, man. Like, it's just a perfect distress job done. Like this, when you get this sweatshirt, BNWT, brand new with tags, and you pull it out, it looks like it's been worn 30 times. The only thing you're not getting is somebody's funk or sweat stains or any stains of any kind. But it looked like, just from the look of it, it looks perfectly worn in. All right. The outer piece is a safari style sports coat, throat latch. Look at the pockets, man. These safari style enclosures on the pocket. It's a beautiful khaki color, a boating khaki. It's got the epaulets on the shoulders. You know, one of y'all some of the military thingies. I remember y'all said that once back in the day. Like, y'all crazy, bro. Learn what stuff is, man. Don't just say something just to be saying it. It's epaulets or epaulets, however you want to pronounce it. But you know, there's a title to this. Y'all just get on these platforms and just say whatever. Crazy. Anyway, gives it a military style, so it goes well with the Dipset Eagle. Not only in vibe, but in hue as well. Those hues complement perfect. Let your tail hang out in the front. Back doesn't matter. They won't see it because of your jacket here, but let it hang out in the front. And then I did the same cargo pants that I'm wearing, but in the dark chocolate. And these have, they're both twill. They're both twill, but these have more of a rough twill to it. Like, they're both supposed to be 100% twill, but maybe these are 97 and these are 100 or something. I don't know. But these pants, these cargo pants have a slightly more twill feel and look to them. They almost look like they could pass for suede. All right. And you can finish these off with hiking boots. You can finish these off with duck boots. You can finish these off duck boots high or low. You can finish these off with brogues if you want to get a little dressier with the boot. But I would keep the boot casual. Duck boots, hiking boots, maybe even a chukka. I wouldn't go higher than a chukka as far as the dressing up of the boot. And then, you know, if we talking the actual temperatures we supposed to be having right about now, you can do a wool fedora, you can do a beanie like I have on now, or you can do neither and put a scarf on, like a wool scarf, you know, something to complement the entire look. It won't take away from the fact that you're wearing an ascot. It's going to actually put everything together in even more context. But great double RL look here. The double RL weekend, man. This last look was flexing so hard, man. I had to I had to pull out some shades, bro. The last look was so cold. I had to button up my little vest. You know, I was getting a little chilly just standing next to it. Bro, crazy, huh? Yeah, man. This last look, I like it. I like it a lot. It's casual. This was the look that I was saying that if you did want to forego a pair of casual to dress casual boots and go with a dressier shoe, like a wingtip or a Denver cap toe or something, you could pull that. You definitely could pull that off with this. As we know, looks like that in particular, when we talking cognac, when we talking chocolate brown leather, they just pair so well with denim, right? You know, not to mention that the look I'm wearing, this look, the first look, hell, I'd even venture to say all the looks, even the second look, have rustic chic written all over. Have rustic chic written all over. All right, it's more of a casual. It's more of a not as heavy on the heavy layering pieces, right? But nonetheless, rustic chic is all up and through there, bro. But let's talk about this, because I rock with this again. This could be for that double RL weekend. It could be for that double RL weekend look, you know. The second rig was Saturday. This is Sunday. You know, this is brunch for the working man, you know. Great freaking look. Great freaking look. More military inspired, maybe. I don't know, it's hard to say because we're talking about denim and chambray as well. So it's just kind of it's a gumbo. It's a gumbo, brother. This is a gumbo. Military, workwear, everyday man. Like this is definitely a double RL vibe. Let's start at the top though. The indigo chalk striped estate driving cap. All right, true flat cap style. That's double RL. All right. The chambray shirt is Polo Blue label. All right. Just your traditional, beautiful, perfect chambray hue. All right. We did the military inspired necktie, Polo Blue label. It has a cargo pocket on the freaking tie, bro. Like, you've seen this tie before, but I'm just saying, man, every time I pull it out, you know, it speaks to me. All right. Now, this double RL piece here has again a military vibe to it. This sports coat has a military vibe to it. It's a gabardine, all right, gabardine material. Throat latch. Look at the slanted military style pockets. The pockets have 2 buttons. Each pocket has 2 buttons, and the buttons are hidden. All right. The enclosure itself is hidden. So when the pocket is buttoned up, you can't even tell. You can't see the button. Like, it's just some thought really went into this piece. And there's a slit opening on the pocket that is perfect for a pen, you know, or something to that effect. Like, it's not for pocket squares or handkerchiefs, right? But it's perfect for your polo bar pen that you were gifted when you went to the polo bar. You know what I mean? Just because, you know, working rugged men, we got to write stuff down sometimes, especially if we're working outside. So maybe a wood pencil, you know, you got to mark something before you cut it. But 4-pocket gabardine, single vented sports coat. All right. Double RL. Denim, double RL. Has the buttons for braces on the outside. All right. So we did go with a pair of barleycorn tweed braces. What? Oh, okay. I thought somebody said something. Yeah. Barleycorn tweed braces, bro. Polo Blue label. Man, we killing this look right here, son. Killing it. And to top it off, like I said, to top this look off, you want to go with either a pair of boots, or You can do. I would say that you definitely can pull off a pair of brogues, cap toes, wingtips, but Shanley loafers. But I would go leather. All right, I would go leather just because I think the leather hitting off of this denim and coinciding with this military inspired piece here is calling for more leather than it is snuff, right? Than it is suede. So yeah, but whew, great double RL look. Now there are 3 pieces of double RL here, so this is out of all of the ensembles, this has the most actual double RL pieces, but it's really only one piece that to make this look work, and that's the gabardine sports coat. You could do a totally different baker or cabbie or whatever you want to do. You could do totally different headwear. And I would leave it with a medium to dark wash denim, but it doesn't have to be denim with suspension or anything like that. Put on a nice worn in belt to complement your shoes. But you do want them to have at minimum a straight fit on the jeans. These were tailored. I had these tailored so I can get a more of a slim fit out of it. Distressed is fine. It doesn't have to be, but you really don't want no rich jeans with this look, because that's gonna make it look more like that early 2000s dad that's trying to hang on to something. You know, that's not what you're trying to accomplish here. But yeah, this is a great look. Again, like I said, the most double RL pieces in one look for the entire episode. But it didn't have to be that way, man. It's really about this piece. And if you can find this piece and find something like this in Blue Label that's close to this look, then you in there. And that's another episode in the books. All right. Double RL looks, workwear looks, workwear vibe, outdoorsman, sportsman. You call it what you want to call it, man. We did it today, though. Looks were fantastic, bro. These looks were fantastic. And, you know, I pay, like I said before, I pale in comparison to guys like Dean, guys like Ollie, guys like Mark Large and Theo Logan. I pale in comparison to their level of expertise when it comes to double RL. I'm just Mr. Parker, and I'm in their world, because double RL is a serious thing, man. When you start dealing with that type of money for a piece, you better know what you're doing. You know what I mean? You better know what you're doing. You spend that type of money for an indigo suit, 3-piece. You spend that type of money for a robe cardigan. You know what I mean? You spend that type of money for a belted cardigan or a Fair Isle turtleneck. You spend that type of money, man, you better know what you're doing. You better know what you're doing. And Dean, freaking artist, bro. Ollie, artist. So, like, you know, I bow down. I bow down. It's not about defeat, but I submit. I submit to their artistry, bro. You know, but we pulled these outfits off today. We definitely did. So you can get that double RL look without having to invest that double RL income. You know, you definitely can do it. It's definitely possible. So what y'all think, man? What y'all think of double RL in general? Let's have a real conversation. I appreciate comments here and there that may or may not pertain to the particular episode. Trust me, I appreciate it, because that's what we do here. We talk. But I want to have a real conversation. What do you guys think about double RL? Not just do you like it, or do you not like it, or do you love it, or do you swear by it, or is it the only thing you rock? Like, what do you think about it? Do you think it has a heavy influence in the world of Ralph Lauren? Do you think it doesn't get enough credit in the world of Ralph Lauren? Like, let's have a real discussion, man. Let's deep dive into it, because I have strong opinions about double RL, and they're all positive. Like, they're all positive. So let's get into that. Is there anything I want to talk about? Not really. I don't know if I said this before, but rest in peace, Takeoff. That whole situation is ridiculous and sad. And I do feel like that a lot of young men who are getting rap money, I think this will be a wake up. Like, for the fact of this guy never bothered anybody. He never had beef. He was the quiet type. He was chill. He was cool. He caught a stray bullet over some bullshit. And so-called street dudes didn't have his best interests at heart, or anybody else that was out there for that matter. So, but that's the streets. That's for real. That's a dice game. Dice games, just as much as they can end peacefully, they end tragically. Yeah, that's the world of dice games, and the dice games is from the streets. So it is what it is. Take it with a grain of salt. But rest in peace, Kirshnick Ball, Takeoff. I ain't talking about Kyrie no more. We know what this is. We see it. I think the best statement he made before he was forced to apologize was, "I can't be anti-Semitic because I know who I am." If you don't understand that, you don't understand that. Do your research. I knew exactly what it meant. Because I know the history of this world. So, other than that, man, I think, everything's been good. November is rolling. November 28th, your boy I'll be hitting Curtis Jackson. I'll be 50. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about it because it's a milestone, obviously. But let me tell you why I'm really excited. Because, boy, I got some pieces coming through. Let me tell you, this ensemble I'm wearing, there are a pair of boots in the order I got coming through, that if I would have had them, those boots, if they were already here, the Bufords wouldn't have made this episode. And I'm gonna put a picture of the Alpines up. I'm gonna put a picture of them up, and the pair that I'm getting, if they look like how I think they look or better, because a lot of times, man, now I don't know about y'all, but a lot of times, man, I order something from .com and they look even better when I get it. If them Alpines look better on my feet or with these ensembles that I'm thinking about putting together with, I'm gonna go ahead and run the gamut. I'm gonna end up copping all 3 or 4 colors, whatever it is. But I definitely have a favorite hue, and that's the ones I'm getting first. But yeah, that's more why I'm excited about turning 50, because a brother really got some nice stuff coming through, man. I think I'm gonna do it behind the scenes on just that haul. You know what I mean? Not an unboxing. I'm a grown ass man, dog. I'm doing no unboxing, but I might do a BTS on the haul, the birthday haul. All right. But anyway, hit that like, hit that subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend to support the channel, man. Tell a friend to support the channel. I appreciate everything y'all do when it comes to supporting the channel. All right. Support the channel by subscribing. Support the channel by donating when you can. That's what we do here. Get this channel, get this platform bigger and bigger. That's all. And we doing it organically. All right. It's just me and y'all. All right. Artists paint pictures. That makes me an artist. And haters paint narratives. Don't be a hater. All right. Y'all have a good one.